You ever feel like you're running on a treadmill? You're constantly busy, moving, doing things, but you're just getting nowhere? It's a huge problem for so many of us, and it usually comes down to one single culprit, the myth of multitasking. So today, we're going to unpack that myth and find a better, more focused way to be truly productive. And for this whole explainer, we're pulling our insights directly from Rich Johnson's fantastic book, The Power of Focus. Okay, so let's dive right into this whole multitasking myth, starting with the feeling that probably hits a little too close to home for a lot of us. Does that question sound familiar? Yeah, it's that constant nagging feeling that you're always behind, always racing against a clock that's definitely winning. This feeling, well, it pushes us to try and do everything all at once, which, as you're about to see, is exactly where the trouble begins. So let's look at a classic example from the book. Let's meet Denise. She's trying to be a supermom and a super employee all at the same time. So while she is kind of helping with homework, her brain is actually on a work email and her nose is picking up the unmistakable smell of a burning dinner. So what's the result? A ruined meal, a totally missed moment with her daughter, and a late-night email sent when she's completely exhausted. She tried to do 3 things at once, and she ended up succeeding at, well, none of them. So does any of this feel familiar? Forgetting simple stuff, feeling tired all the time, always running out of time. According to the source, these aren't just signs of a busy life. They're symptoms of a focused life that's been spread way too thin. All right, so now that we've seen the problem pretty clearly, let's pivot to the solution. And it's a simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. Choosing quality over quantity. Let's get back to basics. I mean, really basic, like dictionary basic. The actual definition of focus is to direct your attention at something specific. And notice that keyword something, singular, not some things. The secret to productivity is literally baked right into the dictionary. It's all about doing one thing at a time. This illustrates the difference perfectly. On the left, that's Denise's day of quantity, a whole lot of activity, but 0 real wins. On the right, that's the quality approach. If she had just single-tasked, she could have had a great meal and a real connection with her daughter. The crucial point here is this. Focus isn't about losing out. It's about choosing which battles you're actually going to win. The book puts it perfectly with this analogy. Who wins the baking contest? The person who churns out 50 disgusting pies, or the one who focuses on making 5 absolutely delectable ones? It's a simple but really powerful reminder that results are measured in quality, not just in volume. So, how do we build this superpower of focus? Let's move to our toolkit and see how to build this thing, starting with the absolute physical foundation of a sharp mind. Now, this number should really stop you in your tracks. 10 days. That's how long a person can survive without sleep before it becomes fatal. We obsess over food, right? But you can survive longer without it. Sleep is not a luxury. It's the foundational requirement for your brain to clear out toxins, to consolidate memories, and to be able to focus. So how do we get more of this critical resource? The book gives 3 simple steps. First, turn off the screens at least an hour before bed. That blue light, it tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Second, stick to a schedule, even on weekends, to regulate your body's internal clock. And finally, really evaluate your space for hidden distractions, like little bits of light or sound. And of course, what you eat is literally your brain's fuel. The goal here is sustained energy, not a quick sugar rush followed by a nasty crash. Think almonds for lasting energy, lots of water, and lean proteins like eggs and chicken to keep you full and sharp. This isn't about dieting, it's about fueling your brain for peak performance. Okay, with our physical fuel all sorted out, it's time to build the habits that are going to protect our attention. Let's look at building a routine specifically for focus. Exercise is another one of those non-negotiables. It's not just for your body, it's for your brain. When you exercise, your brain releases a chemical called BDNF, which is crucial for memory and, get this, it can only be produced through physical activity. Plus, you get that endorphin rush, which boosts your mood and makes it way easier to tackle tough tasks. Now this is a game changer. Don't let your week happen to you. You need to happen to your week. Take control by using a day, like Sunday, to plan ahead. This one simple habit trades that morning chaos for a clear roadmap, and that lets you dedicate real blocks of time for deep, focused work. All right, for our final section, we are going to train the focus muscle itself. These are mental practices you can use to master your own mind and learn to be truly present. let's actually try a simple mindfulness exercise from the book right now. Wherever you are, just take a moment. Go on, close your eyes, and mentally name 4 things you can hear. Now, with your eyes still closed, name 3 things you can smell. Okay, open your eyes, name 2 things you can see. And finally, focus on 1 physical sensation you can feel. You see, for just a few seconds, you weren't thinking about your to-do list, were you? You were just right here. That's mindfulness. And this really gets to the heart of it. Focus isn't just about getting more done. As the book says, true happiness is living efficiently. When you're truly focused, you're not just productive. You're present. You're in control. And that sense of control, that's the foundation of well-being. So I'll leave you with one final practical question. Forget the long to-do list for just a moment. Just look at the day ahead and pick one. What is the one thing you will give your full, undivided attention to today?